Hello everyone and welcome back to World of Warship and to Let's Talk Ships. And the reason I put this video is because I would like to share my personal opinion about USS Salem and Duke of York, Roma and Aigle. I do believe the French destroyer's name it is. So my first question, did you guys saw FLAMU's stream yesterday? You could of course see how Roma performed, how the French destroyer Tier 6 Aigle performed, and how did the Salem perform. Well, ladies and gents, may I present you, this is the Salem. It's a 100% clone copy Des Moines. Nothing special, nothing else. Matter of fact, FLAMU was kind of upset that some of you guys say, play Salem, and say, why the hell play Salem? Because it's 100%, I repeat, 100% clone copy Des Moines. So it's actually nothing special. Wargaming did not give any quirk or any, how should I say, any special ability Salem versus Des Moines. So, a little bit about Roma. I honestly believe, and here's my final conclusion, it has the stealth, and what I was a little bit pretty amazed, it was above my expectation, it was the Roma's armor, guys. Absolutely crazy. I just want to... I just would like to go to the Germans. A matter of fact, I would like to say for all tier 8 battleships up there are in my book 2. I'm talking about the armor. Absolutely crazy armor. And yes, right now I'm talking about Roma, guys. What's special about Roma? Okay, you see here that all battleships, they are divided in 3 pieces. This is the first, second, and third. It's like you put up 3 pieces together. I will explain. It's the same armor, 32 millimeters, and of course over here the Roma had some higher armor. But I will just explain you why it makes the Roma such a ridiculous strong battleship. Over here, guys, you see, okay, this is 50 millimeters. Roma has 45. So all here it's 50, which is good. All right, 50, 50, 50, and here 32, the same as Roma. However, the Roma's superstructure are not as much as the Bismarck's. She has very tiny, small superstructure for 19 mils. Everything else, I'm talking about her armor and the belt armor and space armor, and all that are fantastic. I honestly believe, I don't know how should I explain that. I just wish that Bismarck had so little superstructure as the Roma has. And by the way, Roma has one of the best concealment in this game. However, guys, there's one thing I would like to say, that Roma is a very strong, good looking battleship. I'm not saying anything, but it was only one thing I was disappointed. If you don't believe me, go and watch FLAMU's stream. Probably it's too late to watch the stream, but watch other YouTubers' video. And this is the most important, guys. The reason you want to play a battleship, it's because you want to have those big one-shot kills versus cruisers and do big damage, right? I will actually compare Roma, not quite, but a little bit about the dispersion. What do I have here? Dispersion, maximum dispersion 264 meters. And this is same caliber of guns. Now guys, I'm not lying, I really felt that the Roma has German dispersion close to Gneisenau and Bismarck's shells. They are all over the place. I felt that even FLAMU did 3 freaking salvo and did only 2000 damage. I believe that the FLAMU, it's not a fool. He knows where to aim, how to aim. Sure, you can sometimes misjudge the the enemy. However, I clearly saw the dispersion. The shells are all over the place. Don't bet that let's say Roma has good accuracy as, let's say, Italian Giulio Cesare. No, it's not. You will be fool if you think that Roma has as good dispersion as Giulio Cesare. You're wrong. I was watching the whole evening. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes the shells go tight together, but sometimes I'm talking about the shells, the salvo, are all over the place, so it can very you know, troll you. I believe that, I don't know if it's a balancing factor or you have to use it with what I'm trying to say, guys, that sometimes your salvo will go on your side and you know, aim exactly where you want it, but sometimes the guns of Roma can troll the hell out of you and will not even come in the same postcode where you want to aim. I'm not joking, this is what I felt. Otherwise, she's strong in every way, good AA, good concealment, good maneuver. It's a very maneuverable and very tanky ship. I'm not saying that you're a brawler, because I after all, Bismarck and Tirpitz are the king of a brawler for tier 8. She can be citadeled from close range, I do believe, the Roma, even though I never saw in stream. But what I'm trying to say, she does, in general, it's very strong tier 8 premium battleship. And for many of you guys, I would like to say that Roma, it's fine. It's just the dispersion I have an issue with. Alright, now guys, I will talk about the Duke of York. It's this ship, guys, King George V, without heel. Now, I will say that, guys, that this ship, Duke of York, remember the hunt for the Bismarck? You know, the campaign and Yamamoto campaign, and the hunt for the Bismarck, it's very close. There you finally receive a Bismarck with a good looking skin. Well, it will be very, very soon a new campaign, and the campaign will the hunt for the Duke of York. Everyone can receive Duke of York for free if you complete that mission. So what is Duke of York? It's a King George V. Size, everything beside her AA were spec even more. She has more AA all over the place. And I would like to say, guys, that Cleveland, it's king of all cruisers at tier 6, by far the best AA cruiser at tier 6. You may argue that Atlanta, it's king of tier 7 because she has AA defense and she has guns all over the place. Probably, I'm just saying probably, as strong as Atlanta, it will be the Duke of York with AA. She will not have heal, but she will have AA. FLAMU was testing AA build for Duke of York at shot down 117 plane. 170 plane down in one test versus tier 8s, four carriers. Now, come on, guys, 170 planes, which basically means that I urge you to get that free ship, because imagine yourself, you queue up with your King George V with 2 other Duke of Yorks, you will be immune versus all planes. And it does not matter what planes you're gonna face. The Duke of York, it's immune. It's a goddamn Iowa or Missouri at tier 9, but it's only a tier 8. And if a tier 6 carrier wants to strike you, forget it. Just go to somewhere else. There is no flying zone. I'm not joking. I'll actually, in the end of this video, also send you a screenshot. The Duke of York will have, when the AA it's on, over 850 in DPS. 850 DPS when you expect her everything in AA. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know. It's a very interesting free battleship. Yes, please. I will actually go and try to get her because I do enjoy my King George V. It's amazing. It has good firepower, stealth, and everything. So I honestly believe it's strong, especially if you're division with someone else, like another King George V or another tier 7 battleship. I still believe that was the most important. And you know what? FLAMU was so impressed. He played several games with the Duke of York because she was so damn strong, and she kind of thinking, man, I have a lot of HP pool. What kind of HP pool do I have? Just all to say, Duke of York second hull is 60,500. That's a lot of HP pool. And by the way, there's one more quirk. The fire, if someone put you on fire, will only last for what, 16 seconds? I repeat, the one fire will last on this ship for 15 seconds only. Yeah. So basically, the Duke of York is someone to say to aircraft carrier, screw you aircraft carrier, I am no-fly zone. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. Absolutely broken. And if it's a 2 Duke of York and staying together, well, they are immune entire game. I'm not joking. They are immune entire freaking game. There no aircraft carrier will take them down. Now Aigle, the French, I have nothing to compare, but probably I will actually compare with Touch 3. Something else kind of catch my mind. I do not have the French. I'll just talk a little bit. I was a little bit it's a special destroyer, let me put it this way. And the speed is close to when the speed is on, you have plus 20% the speed boost of the French tier 6 destroyer Aigle. It will reach as speed as the landing ground, 45 knots when you're sailing straight. She has also one of the biggest caliber guns, hard-hitting guns, and very hard-hitting torpedoes. The only downside with the French Aigle is that she's big. She's really big, and turret traverse speed are kind of slow. You need expert marksman, but when she hit hard with torpedo and guns. And even though she has a big size, it's a very big ship. I still believe, guys, you can always put the speed boost and just kite away. So it's a interesting, it's a unique destroyer, more unique than anything else. I cannot compare the French destroyer with any other destroyer because it's so unique. Like Leningrad, it's a good all around because after all it's a very tiny small destroyer. The French one is the other way around, huge big destroyer with very big guns and with very hard hitting torps. But what makes those two ships in common are actually the speed. Both of them, they can reach 45 knots, absolutely broken. And I will mention that with speed boost and speed flag, the French destroyer will reach 45 knots. I don't know what to say about, did I forgot about, yeah, Huang He, the bundle, the tier 6 Pan-Asian cruiser Huang He, or made in China. Do whatever you want, it's your money. Me from Zerra channel, I do not recommend. Why? I'll explain you why. You're gonna be surprised what I'm gonna say right now. It's up to you, it's your decision, it's your money. But I would like to say that Farragut tier 6 destroyer has more DPM than the Huang He cruiser. So when a destroyer have more DPM than a damn cruiser, it's something wrong with that cruiser. I believe it's a pile of crap, in my opinion. Don't waste your money on that. Even though it's supposed to be cheap, it's supposed to be bundle or whatever, don't do that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, guys. If you want to still spec with a good, damn good cruiser, wait for something else. I do recommend you something else than the Huanghe, the Pan-Asian cruiser. Guys, that's all I'd like to say for now. Subscribe to my channel and let me know what ship are you most hype about. Is it the French destroyer? Is it the Italian battleship Roma, or Salem, or the free battleship Duke of York? Thanks guys for watching, and always captains, fair seas, and goodbye.